Yo, what up, homies? How are we doing on this lovely Sunday morning? Personally, I believe Bitcoin's about to make a massive move coming soon in the month of October. We're going to go over more about that in this video. If you're new, welcome. Smack the subscribe button. My name is the Crypto Homie. And of course, if you're feeling generous, consider smacking that like button. Let's just jump into it, guys. Will Clemente on the tweeters has been posting some good on-chain data. We've been seeing, though, that he's been calling for some bullish divergence with the on-chain data. I know the on-chain data can be very like, oh, do you believe it? Do you not believe it? We're just looking at it here, guys. We're just seeing what's happening because it is showing a supply shock. We see back here in 2017, there was a massive supply shock right here. And then look, we ran up to $20,000. Of course, we came down, and then he said this entire time during the bear market was a massive supply shock until the summer of 2019, we rallied up to $14,000. Then of course we rallied back down. It was kind of like chopping sideways. As we chop sideways, I mean, look, it was a great time to buy, but look, we did come down here pretty low. We did not bottom out though. Right now, we did bottom out right around here. As you can see, another supply shock he's calling. Look at what happened to the price action. Look at that. That's when we hit all-time high all the way up here. Massive moves were made. Of course, now you guys know what happened. I'm sure you've been in since May. Things have crashed down. We had a good old halvening, but not the Bitcoin halvening you want to have. So, but we see we reset again. It looks like we did reset because it looks different than back here. We did reset. Now we're popping up. He's going for another supply shock. And then that's also calling for some big, massive numbers, which correlates in with Mr. Plan B. I'm sure you guys have heard of like Plan B, not the morning after pill, but the analyst Plan B. It says Bitcoin stock to flow model. Stock to flow models are used in all different asset classes. So it's not rare to use this for Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's the most finite asset out there. There's only 21 million ever going to be mined. So just keep that in mind, guys. There's only 21 million ever. Nothing, not even gold has a finite supply. But guys, this stock to flow model is so far on par. We're so far ready to go that things should start ripping. He's calling for his target for October is greater than $63,000. November, greater than $98,000. So one could say $100,000. And December 2021, calling for 135K BTCs. Pretty exciting to see you guys. So if you guys, like Plan B, so far he's been accurate. He called for 43K in September. Everybody said he was nuts, and well, it happened. Moving on though, of course, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Historically, October and November are very, very bullish. Why do I say that? Well, look at this. There's one red, another red. 1, 2. October's only had 2 red months in the history of Bitcoin. And November only had 2 as well. So that right there, historically, is very bullish. Now, of course, it doesn't mean October is going to be bullish, but historically, we should see a green month. Continue over here. If you guys have been on the live streams, we talked about this analysis here from TechDev_52. This is a very interesting analysis comparing this to the cycles of 2013. As we can see here, started on the left, we see this is the monthly chart of 2013, had the first top, came back down about 80%, and then pumped up really high, making well over $1,000. So as you can see though, we had a July hammer right here, we had the August follow through, and a red September with a shorter body. As well as looking on the Stosh RSI, we came down, Stosh is above the 20, rallied up. But when we came down after the massive crash, the next rally with a lower high on the Stosh RSI, that's when price action went parabolic. That's when we hit the all-time high for that cycle. And then, of course, we fell down below 20, and then we had the dead cat bounce. So currently, in 2021, we had the massive drawdown with a July hammer, August fall through, and so far a red September with a shorter body. Not as short as back in good old 2013, but it is on the shorter side. So the expectation here is you're looking at October, November, were massive green months in 2013. And look at the Stosh RSI. We are still above 20. It could rally back up. It definitely could happen. And we could see this play out the same way. That right there is super exciting if you ask me. Just basing this off the type of circle he drew, it's calling for a well over a $200,000 Bitcoin. Now just imagine the altcoins. If you think Bitcoin is doing well, the Bitcoin's going to top, expect the top alts then to follow, and then expect money to flow from the top alts into microcaps and so on. You're going to see things go absolutely insane. Get ready to take some profit, even when everybody's like, no, don't take profit. It's still going to keep going because those are exit liquidity, and we want to thank everybody that does that. Moving on though to the current price action here on the daily of BTCs. Guys, the video I made the other day, the one about, my October strategy video, definitely check that out if you've not already. But we talked about wanting to get above the 50 daily moving average and the 200 daily moving average. Well, guess what? We did that on October 1st. We broke above, we held on second, and currently we're still above. Looks like we want to test the good old 50 MA on the daily. I would love to see a test. That right there would convince me that this is stronger support then, that we don't just break right through, because we did just break to the upside. We don't want to see it just break to the downside. Currently on the daily, though, we see the MACD is firing off with some nice positive momentum. Of course, though, this is a lagging indicator. Price action is king, so please keep that in mind. But that's still very bullish. That's what we want to see. Heading over to the hourly, though, look what we're forming. We are getting closer to the apex. We'll see which way it breaks out. Of course, we wanted to break out to the upside, but if we would see a breakout to the upside, we want to see this thing. First of all, we got to get past this $53,000. It has to happen. 53K has to happen, because if that would happen, that would be our first higher high. Because look, we had a high here, lower high, lower high. We need to get above this high right here. We need this to happen to get extremely bullish. And if this would happen, this right here would get us out of the Gaussian channel on the 5-day. Very, very, very bullish. Guys, look on the 5-day with the Gaussian channel. MACD is pumping to the upside with some more positive momentum. We're gaining the positive momentum. This is exactly what we want to see. This right here is bullish. We need to keep the positive momentum. Let's just zoom in here a little bit. As you can see, we rallied all the way down here to the 42Ks. We bounced off the median line right there. Bam, we're coming back up. The Gaussian channel top line is around 49,250 right now. So we gotta break through that. If we get up to 53,000 above that, so 54, 55, maybe 65,000, then we'll be way out of the Gaussian channel. This will be the first time in the history for Bitcoin to break out of the Gaussian channel and make a new all-time high. That right there would be excited. I'm looking to make some history. I'm looking to break some history. Definitely excited for that. Let me know your thoughts about that down below. But yeah, just watch out for that 53K. We need to get above that, guys. That has to happen. Also, keep your eyes out on the BTC dominance, currently at 42.2%. Ethereum dominance is 18.8. Keep in mind, if Ethereum dominance breaks at 20%, that's a big deal. We've talked about that on live streams many, many times. But as we go into, of course, October, we just started, we continue into November, I'm expecting Bitcoin price action. We're going to see a massive move, in my humble opinion. Either we're going to see the Gaussian channel is accurate, where we end up falling down. It could happen, guys. Okay, we're looking at the bull case, like the bear case. Don't get too excited either way. If that would happen, well, we would see us fall below like the median line right here, which is approximately $30,000. It's actually come up to 31K. So we either see that happen, or we're going to have such a massive run. I wouldn't be surprised to see between October and November, Bitcoin hit well over $65,000. If we break above the Gaussian channel on the 5-day, hold it again, no wicks inside the Gaussian channel, I would not be surprised to see a massive move. And of course, like I said, you're going to see Bitcoin go. Money's going to flow outside of Bitcoin into Ethereum and the top alts. Then from the money will flow out from the top alts and into some mid caps and then into micro caps. And we all love those juicy micro caps. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Still checking out Rodado, staking 80%. But guys, that's what I'm expecting here. Pretty super excited. I do see a big, massive move coming for the good old crypto space. That's my personal opinion, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, just a silly dude on the interwebs. I'll catch you guys live Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Put on the post noties. And until then, you know how it goes around here. May those gains be with you.